So here's our good little Chinese goose boy, Snowy. He's a white Chinese goose. And Snowy, he's a rescue from, I took him from the lake in town, from what I call Sissy's Lake now. And he used to be one of the flock mates with the four horsemen, with Sissy and her three brothers that lived there on that MSU property. Snowy kept getting bumblefoot infections, and he's still got some. He's got them chronic. And several years ago, the infections got so bad he couldn't get out of the lake. Good morning, proud boy. That's my pigeon saying hello. So he wasn't able to actually get out of the lake and stand and walk. He couldn't come up on shore to eat whenever I went out there to feed him, to bring him some food. And I noticed Snowy was just swimming up to the shore and crying, but he wasn't getting out of the water. And then I noticed that when he was standing, he was just standing on one leg, and the other one was, I don't remember which one it was now, probably this one, was real bad and swollen, and he was holding it up. So I had to catch him and rehab him. And that first time I took care of it after a couple of weeks or so, antibiotics and everything and anti-inflammatories. It seemed to be taken care of. Well, is often the case with bumblefoot, it can come back, unless you surgically remove it, unless you actually make an incision and go in there and clean it all out. And I was afraid that would happen, but being that he would have needed sedation, and it's more involved, more risky procedure. Birds in general, their feet, that's where they radiate heat. There's a lot of blood vessels there. They can really bleed a lot from their feet. So at the time, I felt like it was too much of a risk to make incisions and do that surgically, and then anesthetic and all that kind of stuff. I didn't want to do that. So I just, treated it with injectables directly into the foot, and DMSO and anti-inflammatories and things like that. Well, about it was about 2 years later. It came back about 2 years later. I had to take him in again at Christmas a few years ago, like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, something like that. I went out there to see him, and I noticed he was having problems again, so I took him in again, and he had it in both feet, and, well, it's just been kind of chronic ever since, so I just decided to keep him, and I'm glad that I did, considering everything that's happened over the past several years to all the Chinese geese that were out there on that lake. I just noticed the other day, I don't know if this seemed to have come up rather quickly. I only noticed it about 2 days ago. It was bleeding. So not sure what's going on with that, if that's some kind of a rapid growing, granuloma or something. And then he's got this overgrown toenail here that we're going to cut. But we're going to take care of that today. I'm not going to surgically remove it or anything. I'm just going to clean it with some chlorhexidine, and then we're going to use some caustic applicator tips. This is silver nitrate, actually, is what it is. It's a silver salt. They've used it forever for getting rid of little granulomas and for cauterizing wounds, and that should cause it to shrivel up and fall off. So let me get that cleaned up. All right, so Snowy's given me a little bit of a problem. I'm trying to make him sit so I can demonstrate how we use these silver nitrate sticks. And what you got to do is wet them first. Got a little bowl of water over here. You got to wet them so that the silver will come off of the stick. It's just kind of like a match head. and you wet it, and then just rub it on the wound you want to stop bleeding, that you want to cauterize or disinfect, or in this case, well, it is doing chemical cauterization. It's hopefully going to cause this thing to just shrivel up and fall off. And we might need to use a second one. I had already wet the stick and tried to start rubbing it off on there, and he started moving around, so I had to redo the video. So let me get a second stick. Okay, here's our second stick. Let me wet it. There we go. And you just kind of got to roll it around. Get the silver nitrate to come off of the stick, and I think that's pretty much it. That ought to take care of it, and we'll watch it over the next couple days, and that should just fall away. And now Snowy can have his greens. You want your greens? Here, you can have your greens. There's one of our new babies. Hi, baby. Hi, baby.